Welcome to Interview Tip from Experts. In this video, we will have a brief 3 to 5 minute chat with a chosen industry leader from hospitality. I will ask them about one most important question on recruiting. Listen to this and understand carefully, since this tip will help you to be better prepared when you apply for a role. Today, we have Sujit Nair, Cluster Director of Human Resources for the Hyatt Hotels in Kerala, as the chosen expert. Sujit is a postgraduate from National Institute of Personal Management, Mumbai, and has an experience of over 16 years. He has worked all over the country and takes pride in grooming careers of thousands of hoteliers. Welcome, Sujit. We really need that one tip from you today.
Thank you, Mosam. I'm happy to be a part of this initiative.
Sujit, how long have you been a recruiter?
So Mosam, I've been as a recruiter for almost 15 years now, more than 15 years, I would say. I started recruiting from 2007 onwards, where I was a personal manager in Park Hyatt Goa. I've also been a part of 3 pre-opening hotel projects for Hyatt, that is Hyatt Regency Chennai, Park Hyatt Chennai, and Grand Hyatt Kochi. In these projects, I was mainly responsible for hiring the leadership team to the frontline staff.
Great. Today's question is based on your multiple pre-opening experiences. When you're recruiting for one managerial position in a new hotel, you must be receiving a lot of applications. Tell us one secret on how do you shortlist the top 2 or 3 applicants who you then decide to interview.
Great, wonderful question, Mosam. And I hope this answer would give a lot of new joiners as well as those who are applying for a managerial position a lot of insight. So pre-opening, it's a wonderful experience. And in addition to what I believe is pre-opening, every pre-opening is different. We have to come across different strategies to recruit. So it would depend upon the location, the number of hotel management school in the city, awareness of the brand, etc. and etc. Now, the most important aspect when in a managerial role is to draft your resume properly. What I've seen is there are quite a few people who make silly mistakes in the resumes. The name are not proper. There are a few spelling mistakes in the resume. Avoid all those things. That's the first and the foremost. That's the first impression. And at this level, what we expect from the candidate is to read, check the CV, and then to send it to the recruiter. So that's the first and the foremost important thing when you send your resume. The second one, that the candidate should also understand the position what is applying for. So when we post a job, the job recruiter would put a job description to that position. Now read the job description carefully before you apply. So at times what we'll have to do is you'll have to customize your CV, you have to customize your covering letter depending upon the job description. For example, now if the recruiter has said that he requires a 2-year experience as an assistant manager role when you are applying for the manager role. So in your resume or in your covering letter, please specify that you have got a 2 years plus experience, which is the prerequisite for this role. That is very important so that the recruiter understands that you have tried to match the profile according to the company's requirement. So that's the second. So the third and the most important aspect is that we check the candidate's loyalty towards the organization where he or she has worked before. So any recruiter would not like to shortlist any candidate who are a frequent job hopper. So this is an advice for new job seekers as well. Stick on to the company and that would help you in future. Don't change your job just for the sake of doing it, just for the sake of few rupees. Be career focused and not money oriented. Money would come once you have your career enhancement. These are the 3 major aspects what we see as a recruiter and major aspects when you apply for a job or when you plan your career.
Great. So it's primarily the prerequisite for a customer facing role too. I mean, you have to understand the needs of a customer and then meet them, or rather exceed them through flawless delivery. And you're right that the traits of a right candidate is visible with a crisp and flawless CV that matches with the expectations of the job role. Sujit, is it okay if a candidate appears with a customized CV for every job he applies than to have a generic one being circulated all the time?
So it is not required to customize the CV at every moment when he applies for the job. But yeah, the covering letter Probably yes. When you have the role, covering letter is also very important, and those covering letter can be customized accordingly every time when you apply for a job. So not required that the CV itself has to be customized, but the covering letter or the letter when you send a mail, that has to be customized for sure.
Thank you, Sujit, for this special tip, and I'm sure this will be very, very useful for those preparing to apply for new job roles. Remember, one application type may not suit all job types and companies you're applying for. It is important that you custom make the one most relevant to the position you are applying for, and it should match your CV and the experience and expertise that you are providing for the role. See you in the next round of interview with experts. Next week, we shall have a young and dynamic general manager of a select service hotel, and we will share a few secrets. Be mindful, stay happy. Thank you very much, Sujit.
Thank you so much, Mosam.